Hi, today we'll be making one of my favorite desserts, strawberry shortcake. I want to know why it's my favorite because I've never made it before. So, today it's gonna be something new, a new cooking show and a new recipe that's not new, just new to me, and new to you, and that's what matters. So, let's get started. Our first ingredients is 2 1/4 cup cake flour, and I don't have a 4th cup, so I'm still getting used to the kitchen, guys. Just, thanks. So you'll want to have your cup. And you're gonna want a nice, clear, large mixing bowl. And I'm using Swan's Down cake flour, but whatever cake flour is suitable to you guys, whatever you're comfortable with. I mean. There's 2 bags in Swan's Down cake flour. We're just gonna pour it like so. Pour it like so into the cup. That's one. Alright, here's one of my favorite tools to use. It's called a sift. You use it for all your dry ingredients whenever you're making a recipe. You just put it on your bowl like so. And we just need 1 more cup of flour. Just get in there. Okay, and you even it out. You pour it into the sieve, like so. You're gonna want to put all your dry ingredients in the sifter, so maybe I should have had a bigger sift, because we're not done yet. I'm gonna need to use 4 teaspoons of baking powder. And baking powder is different than... What?
You need 1/4 cup more of the flour.
The flour is 2 1/4 cup. So here's my little one. I'm just gonna scoop it. You don't always have to pour the flour into the cup. You can just get down in there and scoop it out. Just even it out with your finger, like so. And put it into the sifter. Okay. Now, we're going to use 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Now, baking powder is different than baking soda. It's more frothy. You can use baking soda when you're making cakes, like we're making today. Nice lobster bisque. This is 5. Let's just focus on counting for now. 6, 7, and what I'm just doing right now is scooping it and just evening it. Evening it out. Oh yeah, like that. 8. Okay, what we're gonna add is 2 tablespoons of sugar. So I have a 1/2 tablespoon. Now, I just like to keep my sugars in a nice, non-generic, just lovely container. So count with us. 1, and this is going right into the sifter. 2, 3, 4 tablespoons. 4 tablespoons of the sugar. We're using 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So let me grab my teaspoon. And my teaspoon is right here, left in the baking soda. Be sure not to forget your utensils in the food. So that's 1/2 teaspoon of salt. But that's it for the dry ingredients. That's it for the dry ingredients, so we're just gonna sift it. We're gonna sift it like so. When you're sifting, you just give it a nice little shake. And as you can see, it's just falling from the bottom like snow, like wintertime dreams. And I mean, that's just what I love about sifting. It brings me back to a magical place in my childhood where reindeers roam and snow angels dance. So we're sifting it like so. Some people can kind of get tired of sifting because it's taking a while. But it's fun. It's fun. It leaves all of your dry ingredients very fine and very mixed. Very... Oh, almost there. Come on, guys. Almost there. Alright, that's it for our dry ingredients. Next, we'll be cutting shortening into our dry ingredients. Now, cutting is a term and a technique used for only skillful bakers. We're just gonna cut it now with a pastry cutter. Now, many of you may not know what a pastry cutter is. This is a pastry cutter. When I was a child, I thought it was a weapon or a weapon, but no, it's just a pastry cutter. And what you want to do is you just want to get in there and just kind of mush together the shortening and the dry ingredients. Now, as you're doing this, you may notice that the shortening just stays on the cutter like this and doesn't really go anywhere. So you'll just want to give it a few knocks, or take a household knife and just kind of scrape it off and then keep on cutting it. Stay tuned!
Don't you hate when you can't get out those tough stains with a regular kitchen sponge? Now you can with the new Magic Eraser. From Mr. Simply wet the Mr. Clean Eraser. Now let's try to get that stain out again. Vanishes. Look how the Magic Eraser stands up to the leading sponge. So don't waste your time with dingy old sponges. Get the Magic Eraser today! By Mr. Clean.
It looks like our cake is done. So now what we're gonna do is saw through the cake and make it into halves so that handle first. So just be very, very careful with it. Kids, don't try this at home. What are you doing? What do you mean?
Saw. Like this. You're like jamming it through.
Don't
like,
push while
you're
saw.
pushing. You just saw very slowly. Like you sawing a piece of wood.
That's what I was doing. I was like this, and you're like, saw.
Like this. Like saw.
Scoop this top half. We'll put our strawberries on the bottom of this cake. Oh, these strawberries, you can see these strawberries. Ooh, they just look so good. And now we're gonna put the top back on. So now it just looks like one whole cake again. What we have here is a nice strawberry shortcake. Just have a wonderful summer. Thanks. And oh, I guess our cake is... Oh, we don't want to put that. Our cake is done, but we'll show you later. Should I check it? I don't know. It looks like a rhino biscuit.